Well, John, what do you think of that performance and result?
I thought it was an excellent performance for large parts of the game. We had a pretty horrific start, conceding the chance early on, but after that we settled down and dealt with a very good and energetic Lincoln side who have got a really good home record. And what was most pleasing for me, I think, is the second half, where from the kick-off we dominated. We dominated possession, we dominated play, we created some good opportunities, maybe not great chances until the last 15 minutes, but good opportunities. And when we do create those opportunities, we've got to make a bit more of them. I think that was one thing that we're going to be working on this week, but overall very, very pleased with the performance, and I think we just need to turn those into results and make sure that we win the game.
Certainly a better second half performance. What did you say at the break?
Again, there was a couple of issues around how we were going to deal with Diamond. That's where we thought the majority of Lincoln's play was going to come from, and so we dealt with that on the defensive side, and also in possession we made a change in terms of the shape, and that was to get one of the central midfielders on the ball a lot more, and we showed a couple of clips where we'd actually managed to do that in the first half, and we wanted more of that in the second half. And as the game panned out, I didn't think that Lincoln were particularly able to deal with the threat of us on the ball and our attacking shape, and it turned out to be really positive. And again, unfortunately we just didn't put the cherry on top with the goal.
That shift in momentum in the final 15, what would you put that down to? Would you say it was the impact of these substitutes possibly?
I think it's a combination of things. It's the impact of the substitutes. It's the fact that when you do come away from home, and even when you're at home, when you do play against decent enough sides, if you stay in the game for 70, 75 minutes, the games do open up. They open up. Lincoln put a huge shift in today, and as the game opened up, I thought we were always going to get more and more chances and more opportunities, and that's one of the reasons that we made the substitutions, and we made the attacking substitutions early, because we thought that was going to be the case on the day, and it turned out to be pretty accurate. We just didn't quite finish the job off.
You made two changes to the 11 with Matt and Tunny coming in. How do you think they performed?
Well, I thought they were both excellent. It was good luxury to give Ryan the rest on Tuesday night and bringing in Louis, who was excellent, and I think he was probably unlucky to lose his place, as was Josh, who had been brilliant against Burton on Tuesday night. And unfortunately for him, Matt coming back in, I thought he was very good. He made a couple of good saves from long range efforts at the end, and probably a pretty faultless performance. So it's really good to have that squad depth and be able to change players from a Tuesday to a Saturday and then move seamlessly into the side.
Overall, what positives do you take from today?
There's plenty of positive performances, and I think the biggest positive is the fact that we're really disappointed coming away from Lincoln at 0-0. They're a side that are unbeaten at home all season, and I think we really felt that we could be the side that actually ended that streak, and that is the biggest positive. It sounds a bit strange, but the disappointment that we're feeling now, I think all the fans are feeling, all the players are feeling, and I think probably they're just slight tinge of regret in terms of not putting them away. That's a big positive. We're not coming here for 0-0. We're not coming here to draw the game, and there are plenty of sides that will come here and be very, very pleased with a 0-0, and that's not us, and that for me is a massive positive.
And no Marlon Pack again today. What's the latest with him?
Yeah, unfortunately we had some bad news on a scan later on in the week, where Marlon's just going to be out for an extended period, so it's sort of going to be 4 to 6 weeks for Marlon, but we need to make sure we get that right so he's back hopefully before the end of the season.
And you say about the disappointment from today, you've got a whole week to prepare for our next game. Now, how good is that?
It's great. The week's preparation is a nice luxury to have at this level, and what you actually manage to do is to get some good work into the players on the Tuesday and the Thursday, especially the lads that have played today and given so much, and it's a really good opportunity for them and for myself and for the coaching staff, and it's John's first full week with us to actually be able to build some of the ideas into the way we want to play, and I think it will be really beneficial for us going into the Cheltenham game.